Live from historic Santa Ana, California, and in the heart of Southern California's fabulous Orange County, it's the 4th annual Toys on Parade with giant helium character balloons, floral floats, marching bands, the West's finest equestrians, sponsored by E.F. Hutton, and I'm Tom Dreesen, and this is my co-host, Cindy Morgan.
Good morning, Tom. These beautiful aerial shots are coming to you from the Goodyear Blimp.
Yeah, now let's go down to the street and join the world-renowned internet.
Okay. Well, today we're going to enjoy an international taste of holiday celebrations from around the world. There are groups participating from as far away as Osaka, Japan, Thunder Bay, Ontario, Mexico City, as well as from all over the United States.
Cindy, did you know that over 500 volunteers worked for over a year to help produce and stage this parade today?
Yes, I did. And it's just a great tribute to the community, which supports Toys on Parade, as well as the more than 35 corporate sponsors who help to fund this event, which is underwritten by the city of Santa Ana.
Even though Santa Ana is the county seat and in the heart of sunny Orange County, we would like to think that we are the West Coast answer to that famous Macy's Holiday Parade in New York City.
Well, if we are, we better get to it, because this parade is going to be a big one. And let's see. Here comes one of our giant character balloons. This is America's favorite cartoon cat, Heathcliff, and he's making his first West Coast appearance today, thanks to our traditional lead balloon sponsor, Del Taco. In fact, the title of this unit is Heathcliff on Holiday. Heathcliff is 65 feet high and led by 25 Heathcliff-attired Del Taco employees. For decades, children of all ages have come to associate giant helium character balloon parades with the beginning of the holiday season. Yes, indeed, the giant balloon parades, such as Macy's, are annual favorites on the East Coast, and Heathcliff has celebrated the holidays with many East Coast families, including the children of Philadelphia at their Thanksgiving parade. Out here on the West Coast, however, Toys on Parade is the only giant character balloon parade.
Heathcliff is here today thanks to our good friends and founding sponsors, Del Taco. Like Toys on Parade, Del Taco is growing throughout Southern California and the Southwest. Heathcliff was built by Kemp Balloons of Glen Burnie, Maryland. The magic of old Mexico is represented by the Whittier Narrows Charros. This outstanding equestrian group is led by President Frank Yanez. Charros are authentic Mexican expert equestrians who have handed down their skills and traditions through many generations. You know, Charro associations all over the United States and Mexico stage annual rodeos, but this group is unique because its members are both men and women, which they call charros and charras, I guess, which are cowboys and cowgirls.
Yes.
The Whittier Narrow Charros are being hosted by Han Development Company of Laguna Hills, developers of the new Foothill Ranch community of El Toro, and residential projects in Laguna Niguel and South Laguna. Welcome, Han Development, who is pleased to be sponsoring Toys on Parade.
Saluting another beautiful Mexican tradition, this captivating animated float that named simply Folklorico brings the drama and romance of the Mexican folk dance alive for the parade spectators. This 40-foot-long float, built by C.E. Bent in Pasadena, is a scaled-down version of Santa Ana's entry in the 1987 Tournament of Roses Parade, which won the Pioneer Trophy Award, Tom. And now, what could be more appropriate than the Greater Santa Ana Chamber of Commerce bringing this beautiful float home for the enjoyment of our parade spectators.
The float is sculpted in numerous natural materials, including silver leaf, corn husk, seeds, and straw flowers, and the facial expressions on the dancers are partially lifelike.
Tom, at this moment, we've been waiting for our first glimpse of our Toys on Parade Grand Marshal, a man who has touched the hearts of young and old alike, both in his film roles and in his personal humanitarian contributions.
Yes, the Honorable Senor Mario Marino. Senor Marino is best known as Cantinflas, as is Mexico's most famous and beloved comedian. Many of us will remember Senor Marino in his days in such films as Around the World in 80 Days, in which he co-starred with David Niven as Pepe, in which he played opposite Debbie Reynolds.
Senor Marino began his show business career at an early age, working in theaters called Carpas, where he developed his famous trademark, a torn tuxedo, and his natural ability to make people laugh. The world's children have always played a special part in Senor Marino's life. He is world-renowned as a humanitarian and has been honored by Michigan University, Harvard University, and the United Nations, among countless organizations and governments, for helping to fight famine around the world.
Yes, he was recently honored by the King of Spain for his tireless efforts on behalf of the world's children, particularly sick and underprivileged.
Well, we're honored and proud to have as our parade grand marshal today, Senior Mario Marino, whose life is best summed up in his own words, for the children of the world, because this world would not be a world without children.
Okay. Escorting our esteemed parade grand marshal is the prestigious 24 group, the Infanteria di Marina Marching Band.
Well, Tom, let's see what we have here. Bringing the holiday greetings from the beautiful city of Thunder Bay, Ontario, are the 25 members of the Pipes and Drums of Thunder Bay. The group originated way back in 1912 as an all-men Scottish club, but has since expanded to include men and women of all ages and ethnic backgrounds. They've competed in many pipes and drums contests, capturing many awards and honors over the years.
They have performed several times for Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, both in Scotland as well as in Thunder Bay, and just this summer had the honor of performing for the arrival of the Duke and Duchess of New York, Andrew and Sarah, at Old Fort William in Thunder Bay.
The members of this band have carried around the world their message of pride in their music and their city, Thunder Bay, Ontario. Let's listen to those magical bagpipes. Here they come.
I love the sound of bagpipes, don't you, Cindy?
Oh, me too. Have you ever wondered, Tom?
Have I ever?
About the kilts. You know the question.
Yes, of course. You know, I'll tell you the truth. I saw Glenn Campbell one time in Las Vegas come out dressed like that and played the bagpipes very well.
Did he?
Yes, very talented. And there's one of our crew out there stuck in the middle of the bagpipes. Let's give a warm Southern California welcome to our other friends from Canada, from Ottawa, representing the city's Gala Winter Festival, the Winterlude Baldinage. How do you say that now? Baldinage.
Baldinage.
Baldinage. And here is Mr. Kensel Tracy, marketing manager of Winterlude. He's chaperoning the Ice Hog family, Mom and Dad Ice Hog, and their two little Ice Hogs, Numi and Nomi, I think it is. Yeah. Nuoma, that's what it is. Nomi and Nuoma, mascots of the annual Winter Extravaganza, which celebrates its 10th anniversary this February 5th through the 14th, 1988. The centerpiece of the 10th anniversary celebration will be a fantastic ice palace, a glistening three-towered palace that will soar more than 135 feet in the air, the tallest palace of ice that the world has ever seen. Winterlude is 10 days of winter fun activities such as skating, ice and snow sculpting, sleigh rides, dog sled racing, curling competitions, and food and music galore.
Tom, I have a question for you. What's an ice hog?
I think it's a hog that got stuck in the ice. No. According to the legend, ice hogs arrived in Canada via the Bering Strait towards the end of the last ice age. For many years, they lived in virtual isolation in the far north, in a culture that centered on skating.
All right, now when your mother sat you down and said, "You'll never get anything unless you say please," well, this charming little boy is trying that same rule with his shaggy holiday puppy, tantalizing Rover with a bone as the pup moves his head back and forth. This whimsical float is sponsored by E.F. Hutton and Company, who also host the Toys on Parade chairperson's black tie reception and VIP celebrity breakfast. It is 45 feet long and was created with straw flowers, pampas grass, seeds, and Holland flowers. The beautiful beginning of the new floral float tradition for Toys on Parade, created by an American decorating of Azusa, California. Riding on the float are 9-year-old Emily Openshaw, her sister, 12-year-old Lisa Openshaw.
And I think we're going to be right back here, Shota. We're going to we'll take a commercial break, and we'll be back with more in just a minute.
The Marines have always been known for saving the day, from Montezuma to Tripoli, from Quezon to Iwo Jima. But perhaps the most important day they've ever saved has been Christmas with Toys for Tots. This year, give a new unwrapped toy for Christmas and help the Marine Corps Reserve save the day again.
At Del Taco, we have steak fajitas like everyone else. But we didn't stop there.
Well, Well, here we are approaching the 1928 Classic Packard. The Super 8 is the 1987 Toys on Parade chairperson, Mr. David Ross. David is the vice president and general manager of Great Western Reclamation, a waste management company of Santa Ana, and a founding sponsor of Toys on Parade. He is the first chairperson of Toys on Parade and heads 3 local committees which have been established for the parade. Riding with David are his wife Jennifer and their 2 sons. In his official duties as parade chairperson, Mr. Ross travels to cities throughout the United States to develop goodwill exchanges between Toys on Parade and other festivals.
And now here it is, the first of 16 championship marching bands who are participating in Toys on Parade today as part of their competition at the annual Tournament of Champions. Welcome to the Cypress High School Centurion Marching Band and Pageantry Corps, ably led by director Darlene Hale. Drum majors are Carl Nelson and Randall Preclaro, I believe. The band looks dramatic in its navy blue and white military-style uniforms, with the pageantry corps attired in Centurion-style silver dresses with feather headdresses. This group has won many awards and honors in its 25 years of existence, including band and pageantry sweepstakes at the La Palma and Band Review and band sweepstakes at the Silverado Days Parade. These industrious young musicians raise funds to support their band through weekly bingo games.
Aha, something I know about being an altar boy. We used to I used to read numbers at bingo games back in Harvey, Illinois. Now, coming to us from Riverside County are the Desert Mounted Patrol. This all-woman mounted group of 10 riders are dressed in bright pink and gray Western-style outfits. The group was organized 2.5 years ago and has won many awards, including the CHSA State Championship in 1984, 12 first-place awards, and 2 sweepstakes awards. President of the group is Cheryl Schroeder, and drill master is Vicki Uran. We've said it before, but we'll mention it again. Toys on Parade is fortunate this year to have over 130 individual equestrians participating in today's parade. These are some of the most outstanding equestrian units in Southern California.
Thoughts of tropical breezes, waves lapping at the shore, and captivating sounds of the steel drum are approaching in the form of this 45-foot tropical floral float, built by Green Floats of Garden Grove, featuring palm trees, birds of paradise, and other tropical plants and flowers. Riding on the floats and creating the magic of the steel drum is the 10-member U.S. Navy Steel Band from New Orleans, Louisiana, under the direction of Musician Chief Petty Officer Gregory A. Neville. This wonderful musical unit has performed its unique calypso-style music all over the United States, the Caribbean, and Europe. That special sound comes from those 55-gallon oil drums, which are accompanied by a variety of Latin rhythm instruments.
While moving those 55-gallon oil drums must be quite a job. Luckily, the Toys on Parade official truck company, VIP Transport, was around to make that job a lot easier.
And just as easy to see why they reach an audience of nearly 7 million people a year. And now we're going to find something out about the making of a float, huh?
I used to make these back in Harvey, Illinois.
Preparing for a parade is both time-consuming and hectic, but no one feels the pinch of a deadline as sharply as float volunteers. The majority of the work takes place the day before the parade, and with this year's fabulous floral floats, decorating is even more tedious. Volunteers are given a crash course in floral installation and then immediately begin decorating. While some volunteers are struggling with purple daisies, others are taming wild horses. These are the unsung heroes of a parade, the artists who create a masterpiece that will die in a matter of hours. But it's these volunteers who make Santa Ana's Toys on Parade a world of holiday magic.
Toys on Parade welcomes another of the Tournament of Champions competing bands, West High School from Torrance, California, coming into view in their white, brown, and gold uniforms. These 172 marchers are under the direction of Jim Banham, director, and Dora Rodriguez, drum major. This band was founded 25 years ago and is the largest band in the South Bay area. Speaking of large, did you know that the average band size in today's parade is over 150 members and that there are 3 bands in which number over 275 members?
That's right, they're all winners, Tom, and Western High School was the official band of the 1985 Olympics. They will really celebrate a world of holiday magic this year when they travel abroad to tour Scandinavia this summer. Let's enjoy the sights and sounds of this outstanding musical marching unit.
here comes the celebrity grand marshal of this year's Toys on Tots parade. It's Jerry Mathers, celebrating his 30th anniversary season on television and currently featured in the new Leave It to Beaver series on Superstation TBS. Jerry plays the Beav, all grown up in the new Leave It to Beaver series, where he passes along to his son's Cleaver family values and celebrates with them the sheer fun of growing up. You know, Jerry began his television career at the tender age of about 2.5 on Ed Wynn's television show and entered American homes and hearts in 1957 with the debut of Leave It to Beaver, which ran for about 6 seasons and a total of 234 episodes. After college at the University of California, Berkeley, he made a career of banking and real estate. However, show business is still, his life. I mean, it's my life, too, and I know it's yours. He hosted the Jerry Mathers Gathering on KECY AM/FM in Orange County and served as the station's weekend disc jockey from 1981 to 1983. Jerry's recent television credits include Flying High, the Fourth Network, and with Burt Reynolds and Art Castle McCormick, plus many, many others. Many, many others. Jerry's an old-time show business pro.
And what do we have here coming up, Tom?
Oh, well, I think we have following right after this the cast of the new Leave It to Beaver series on their way to an American family holiday, the Cleaver family. This float was created by Dick Gillespie of C.E. Benton & Sons Floats of Pasadena and features live floral sprays and other natural materials. Riding in the family auto, which is sponsored by the Santa Ana Auto Mall dealers, are cast members Wally, June, Lumpy, Eddie Haskell, and members of the TV families.
Those 30 years have certainly been kind to the Cleavers. There's Barbara Billingsley with her June Cleaver pearls, Tony Dow as well as Wally Cleaver, Frank Bank as Lumpy Rutherford, and Ken Osmond as the obnoxious Eddie Haskell. And let's see what we've got coming up here. Oh, marching into view now is the 178-member Royal Wilson Marching Alliance from Hacienda Heights, California. It's under the direction of Gilbert R. Adams, drum major, and the drum major is Robert Kohima. The Wildcat Marching Band, Wild Cadet Drill Team, and fabulous Tall Flags March in British-style uniforms in black and red with white trim. The band is another of the Tournament of Champion competitors and is a veteran award winner, including the Pasadena Tournament of Roses, award at the Chino Band Tournament, and the Tournament of Champions. They've won awards in the National City Maritime Band Review and numerous other competitions, including the Los Angeles Dodgers Battle of the Bands Champions in 1981 and 1984 through 1987. You know, the pictures are provided by the Goodyear Blimp Columbia.
Oh, is that right?
Up there.
Aha, the Goodyear Blimp. I always like it at football games, to tell the truth. And now, a warm Toys on Parade welcome to Santa Ana City Council member Dan Grissett, who represents Ward 5, his wife Judy, and their 3 children, Ashley, Nathan, and Gabrielle. Hello, Mr. Grissett. Are you and your family enjoying today's parade as much as we are?
Thank you very much, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, too, Dan.
Let's see, here we are spinning over a parade route and creating a very special magic in the air are 4 colorful characterized biplanes, symbolizing the fact that Toys on Parade is really taking off. Get it, Tom? As California's other big parade and America's fastest growing holiday parade. The miniature planes decorated with brightly colored straw flowers by American Decorating are piloted by none other than Ronald McDonald and 3 other lovable darling flying aces. Sam Mangione's McDonald's of Santa Ana are proud to host a luncheon for all of today's parade and Tournament of Champions bands. So that's very nice. This float town will be reflowered and entered into the Fiesta Bowl parade December 31st of 87, representing Toys on Parade.
Okay, now, you know, we missed the marching band of the Marine Corps a while back when we went to commercial break, and I love the Marine Corps band. But the Vikings are coming. No, not the ones on those strange boats. Cindy, the Santa Monica High School Viking Band and Tall Flags. All 144 from Santa Monica, California. The band is under the direction of, listen to what I have to read here. The band is under the direction of Foe Doug Hargis and Gary Horimoto.
Congratulations.
This tournament, well, wait, I've got more coming. This Tournament of Champions competitor is led by drum major Zen Gesner and color guard leaders Linda Passetti and Lisa Tanjung. Aren't they a terrific unit? What music and marching ability. We're happy to have them here participating in Toys on Parade. Stay tuned because we're going to be right back with more holiday magic. Don't you have a hat like that at home, Cindy?
This butterfly, the bay checker spot, is nearly extinct. This is one of only 4 places on Earth it calls home. Fortunately, land here has been set aside for generations of bay checker spots to come. What sort of wildlife preserve is this? Part of a scientifically managed sanitary landfill developed by Waste Management.
Del Taco's dinners. They're perfectly balanced meals.
In an emergency, seconds and minutes can make the difference between life and death. Your decisive, quick, and proper action can save a life. The Survival Guide section of your Pacific Bell White Pages contains emergency and first aid information that will help you know what to do until trained medical help is available. Being prepared for an emergency before it happens may save your life or the life of someone you love.
Cindy, this giant 20-foot-high Floral carousel horse symbolizes a holiday wish come true for the children at Children's Hospital of Orange County. Decorated with straw flowers, pampas grass, fresh orchids, and Holland flowers, this float is a salute from the Southern California Floor Covering Club to CHOC, as it's also known, with the hope that the holiday wishes of all their children, the children of the world, come true. Riders atop the giant carousel horse, built by American Decorating, are young patients from the CHOC, and of course at the front of the float is the Jingle Bear, the hospital's mascot.
It's truly a marvelous float, Tom, and it's truly wonderful what the people at the Children's Hospital of Orange County do to make the wishes of children and their parents come true year-round. But it couldn't be done without the support of organizations such as the Southern California Floor Covering Club, which stages a number of fundraising activities each year for the benefit of CHOC, including golf tournaments and benefits which annually raise thousands of dollars to support this worthy organization. Welcome to the kids from CHOC and Southern California Floor Covering Club.
Okay, now, Cindy, marching into the hearts of all Southern California residents is the 118-member Kennedy High School Shamrock Regiment.
This award-winning Shamrock Regiment band, color guard, and drill team are under the direction of Zigga Kunstuhl.
That's why I wanted you to read this.
Thank you very much, Tom, with Jeff Lenning as the drum major. The Shamrock Regiment received over 29 awards during the 1986-87 school year, and as if that wasn't enough, they went to Ireland for the St. Patrick's Day Parade, where they received the Best Overseas Band Award presented by the Lord Mayor of Dublin, Ireland.
Ooh, that's where I want to go sometime. Well, my ancestors came from Ireland.
Is that right?
County Cork and Donegal.
I didn't know that. Let's see what we've got coming up here.
While trotting into the parade lineup now are the Sun Mountain Riders, 10 riders from the Los Angeles, Riverside, Orange, and San Bernardino county areas. Their costumes reflect the style and romance of the late 1800s, and the ladies' horses are decorated with ribbons and fresh flowers to accent the colors of their beautiful dresses.
And how appropriate for a floral parade today. These women began riding together in parades in 1983, and the men had the good sense to start escorting them and carrying the flags in 1985.
Right.
They're mounted on different breeds, including Arabian, Morgan, Paint, and other quarter horses. Welcome to the Sun Mountain Riders, the 1986 California State Horsemen's Association state champion and High Point winner.
And now, let's enjoy the musical excellence of the Valencia High School Tiger Regiment, drill team, and tall flags from Placenta, California. Wayne W. Nelson directs this 115-member group, and Margaret Williams and Jason Palmier are drum majors. Their parade march selection today is Glorious Victory. The band has been in existence for 54 years, and do they ever look sharp in their royal blue, white, and gold uniforms. The Tiger Regiment has won a number of awards and honors, recently capturing 2 parade sweepstakes for Best Band. And now the sounds of the Glorious Victory March form the Valencia High School Tiger Regiment, another of our excellent tournament of champion bands.
Well, now we get to enjoy a little taste of the Old West. First, with this group of Western riders, here comes parade veteran, he's just about to come up.
Yes, they're on their way.
I think the parade's holding for a little second.
I know. Are you having a good time, Cindy?
I'm having a great time. I love parades.
Now, you and I are both, we have something in common. I'm from the south side of Chicago. You're from the north side of
That's
Chicago.
right.
Do you remember parades when we were kids?
Oh, sure. I loved it. I used to get up on Saturday mornings and Sunday mornings. Couldn't wait.
Oh, yeah. You know, we had them in Harvey, Illinois on 4th of July every year. And it was just something that all the kids look forward to. You know what I like about this parade? What I always found offensive at parades were the sirens. You know, 35 fire trucks in a row. Yeah, this is true. This is what parades are about. It's for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
See, the kids love this. Yeah, absolutely. Look at them enjoying themselves. Now, I've oftentimes heard the firemen say, well, the kids love us to turn the sirens on, but I see the kids crying all the time. I think the firemen love to hear the sirens.
I think you're right. I think it is for the firemen. I think we have the Western Riders coming up. Ah, there they are. Now we get to enjoy a little taste of the Old West with this group of veteran riders. Here comes parade veteran Dio Rogers of Nuevo, California on his Appaloosa, Mr. Rogers. And he's been parading since 1970 and won over 230 trophies. Joining Rogers is Bill Naylor, representing the city of Montebello, riding Sir Lancelot, a thoroughbred from Montebello's Barnyard Zoo. Naylor is the 1986 state champion Western Horse Mastership man and has been parading for over 25 years.
I wonder if Mr. Rogers is any relation to Roy or Dale. You
think
he
so?
Is? I don't know. Welcome now also to Johnny and Jeannie Mills from Norco, California on their registered Appaloosa geldings, Feather River and Time to Panic. That sounds like two horses I bet on, Feather River and Time to Panic. Jeannie has won numerous awards, including the California State Fancy Parade Horse Championship, and Johnny was named the Nevada State Champion, California High Point Champion, and California Reserve State Champion. Now, what do we have coming here, Cindy?
Well, Tom, spotted Appaloosa-like horses were found in did you know that Appaloosa house horses were found in ice caves?
No, I didn't.
I obviously didn't either. Well, we want to welcome 14-year-old Mike Real from Riverside. Oh, wait, there's Snoopy. Wait, hold it.
Yeah. Hi, Snoop. He's waving at us. Hi, Snoop. Let's wave back. I love that dog.
He looks like he's having a good time there.
It's a little suntan. Old Snoopy. I think kids love that dog probably more than any other dog.
I think so.
Don't you? Did you? Now, Snoopy wasn't around when you were a kid.
Sir, I've heard of it, Tom.
Okay.
Okay, now we have more of the Old West joining us as Kathleen Moser, representing the Pintos of America, comes by in her turn-of-the-century road cart, pulled by her 5-year-old paint pinto gelding, Ain't No Saint. Kathleen's costume and appointments also typify turn-of-the-century style. She and Saint are the current state driving champions. Also joining us today is Lochinvar's Jubilation, representing the American Mustang Association. The AOK cart, pulled by Juju, is a replica of an Amish runabout and was handcrafted by Robert Karts in Mount Hope, Ohio. The driver is Mary Flory, and the owner is Nancy Bunch.
Thank you, ladies, for bringing us some memories of an earlier time.
Now, look who's coming along now. Way Out West is right, Tom, because it's a brand new giant cowboy balloon. There he is.
Oh, yeah.
He's the largest of the giant balloons here in Toys on Parade today at 75 feet high, and he looks like he's ready for an old-fashioned holiday hoedown. The cowboy is carried by members of the Orange Prairie Square Dance Club, who are dancing energetically along the parade route today to celebrate a world of holiday magic. This cowboy made his first appearance just last spring on the White House lawn at the president's annual Easter egg hunt in Washington, D.C. What'd you think if you saw him on your lawn, Tom?
All right, yes.
Howdy, cowboy, and welcome to Toys on Parade 1986.
Why don't we just take a look and see how these balloons are made? Let's go to it.
Soaring 75 feet in the air, the Way Out West balloon is a spectacular sight. Balloon builder Russ Kemp spent over 4 months supervising the construction of the cowboy. The balloon is comprised of 13 separate sections made from a nylon-based rubber. The sections were then hand-painted and glued together. It took over an hour to inflate the balloon with the helium, and with some friendly support from the Willard Intermediate School, the Way Out West cowboy was ready to fly. Building helium balloons is a serious business to the Kemp family. Russ's brother designs and his father sells the giant characters. But to Russ's son Ryan, well, balloon building is still child's play.
what we've got here is the San Miguel High School Band, Tom.
Yes, a bunch of sharp-looking ladies and gentlemen.
Marching matadors representing their high school in the city of Spring Valley, California.
And now, Cindy, how's this for the magic of Christmas ornament?
This balloon does have magical powers, you know.
Yes, how's that?
When it represented Santa Ana in Osaka, Japan's Midosuji parade, it stopped traffic. Tried to do that in Southern California.
You know, Cindy, I wanted you to say Midosuji.
Thank you so much, Tom.
I changed that. By the way, before I thought I heard you say something about this wonderful parade in 1986.
Has gone by quickly, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. Somehow they had a typographical error.
I'll read whatever's on here.
Now, did you ever look at this wonderful band? Did you ever play in a band like this when you were a kid in school?
Oh, I tried, Tom. I took a few piano lessons, but all I got to was Mr. Frog is Full of Hops and the Funny Bunny, and they cut me off on the piano after that.
Well, I don't think that you know, a good thing you didn't get in one of those bands. It would be awfully hard pushing a piano down the street. It's funny, you never see one. That's an idea.
What an idea.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right, what we have is a warm holiday welcome for our junior celebrity Grand Marshal, Nicole Eggert. Nicole plays Jamie, the oldest Powell child, and an inspiring model on Charles in Charge, MCA Television's popular situation comedy. Nicole began her career at the tender age of 5, winning the title of Miss Universe Petite Division. She started doing TV commercials that won her first dramatic role as Cheryl Ladd's daughter in the made-for-TV movie When She Was Bad. Eggert also appeared in I Dream of Jeannie 15 years later, Dead Wrong, the John Evans Story, and as Marcy Ferguson on ABC's popular situation comedy Who's the Boss?
And my good buddy Tony Danza's on that show, yeah. And yeah, not to mention she's been in the Clan of the Cape, many other things. This is obviously a very talented individual.
There she is waving at us right there.
Yeah, she lives in Huntington Beach, right? Yes, now we have the North High School Band from Riverside, California. Here comes the John Wesley North High School Band. The 126-member unit is under the direction of Perrier Hall, and drum majors are, this is a good name, Arya Moody. I hope I said that right. Arya Moody and Ross Johan. The Blue Star Regiment consists of the marching band, 24 drill team members, 18 tall flags, and 7 rifles. They have won many awards in California competitions over the years and are one of the Tournament of Champions participating bands. Let's wish the Blue Star Regiment of North High School the very best in their field of competition this afternoon and evening. Anyhow, they're going to be in their field competition this afternoon and evening at Santa Ana Stadium. Why don't we listen to them play a little bit?
I'd love to.
Can you believe these tiny horses? No, they're not ponies. They are miniature horses from the Mini Winnie. Is that Mini Winnie Ranch?
I believe so, Tom.
Mini Winnie Ranch in Glendora, owned by George Shutt, his daughter Deanne Weber, and son Jeff. You know, back in the 17th century, these miniature horses were highly valued as pets. Later on, they were used to work in mines. All of the present miniatures are descended from a handful of survivors, and there are approximately 20,000 of these registered in the United States today.
These horses from the Mini Winnie Ranch are among the finest in the world, and several have been champions repeatedly. Welcome to the Mini Winnies, a real treat for the 1987 Toys on Parade.
Let's welcome our side saddle rider, Cheryl Richards of Garden Grove, who is riding her 12-year-old purebred Arabian Baycoy in a restored antique side saddle. She is wearing a fancy riding costume depicting style and romance of the late 1800s. Cheryl has been competing since 1985 and won the 1985 CHI in side saddle. I think she won the 1985-86 CHSA High Point Champion in side saddle and the 1986-87 CHSA State Parade Champion in side saddle.
And now, Tom, what do we see coming up over here?
I think it's the saluting, the transformation of Toys on Parade into the nation's newest floral parade, as well as the 50th anniversary of children's classic Cinderella. This is With the Wave of Magic Wand. I think the sponsor is Great Western Reclamation. It's a waste management company. See Cinderella, we see with the wave of the magic wand. This floral entry features a satellite float depicting the fairy godmother leading an 80-foot long float comprised of 6 magic white horses drawing a royal carriage in which Cinderella rides.
Now, this float, Tom, was created by American Decorating of Azusa, California, and is decorated in hues of white, mauve, pink, with roses, carnations, and orchids. The fairy godmother sits in a skirt of white chrysanthemums built atop an all-terrain vehicle and precedes the main float down the parade. The main float, with the mum-encased horses, also includes the royal carriage encrusted with straw flowers and capped with orchids. All of this rides atop a floral base of mums, carnations, roses, and orchids with a centerpiece clock about to strike 12. And it's absolutely enchanting.
Yeah, I think we're going to go to here, Cindy, to the most unique float in the parade. It's the most unique float in the parade feature.
Toys on Parade is an international event. A special entry this year is the Danjuri Shrine from Osaka, Japan. The day before the parade, the delegation worked feverishly to ready this 130-year-old treasure. In Japan, the shrine is used at festivals to pray for peace. The wheels are made of pine, and a special wood called zelkova forms the body. It's built without nails, and it's adorned with elaborate carvings. These Danjuri delegates are elected in Japan to accompany the shrine on its tour. This is considered a great honor, and they flew across the ocean to share their spirit of friendship and message of peace. The Danjuri Shrine.
Okay, Tom, now we're proud to present all the way from Osaka, Japan, the official delegation representing Nishiwaki community of Hirano. And that's that ward of Osaka City, headed by Mr. Masuratu and Mr. Yasuhide Kihatsu, City Councilman of Osaka.
I'm glad you're reading this.
You take over, Tom.
Okay, these 60 citizens of the Nishiwaki community are pulling their city's official Danjuri. And that's Danjuri. Danjuri or float. I guess that's what it means. It means float. Danjuri means float, which is actually an extremely valuable national portable shrine, which was shipped directly from Osaka to participate in Toys on Parade.
We should watch closely, as this is a sight you'll probably never have the opportunity to enjoy unless you travel to Japan, Tom. We're just thrilled to be able to host these goodwill representatives from Osaka and hope to continue a tradition of cultural exchanges between Osaka and Santa Ana.
Yes, welcome, Asahi.
Yes, I believe so.
Welcome. No, it's Welcome Asahi Broadcasting Company of Japan, who is here filming the Danjuri delegation for our later broadcast in Japan. Cindy, have you ever been to Japan?
No, I haven't. Have you?
No, I haven't, and that was one of my disappointments in the Navy. I kept being stationed on the East Coast, to the Caribbean, to South America, but I always wanted to go to Japan.
You know, you've got something coming up in January, Tom. You're going to be on The Tonight Show. I think it's going to be your 51st appearance on The Tonight Show.
That's right, yes. It's a great show for me. It's always helped my career a great deal, and it's always a lot of fun to do.
51. It's a very hard show to do. I did it once.
Oh, is that right?
I heard that music coming from backstage, and they said, you're on. I said, no, I'm not. They had to push me out there.
Well, it is at first, but then the more you get to do the show with the staff and everybody that makes it really relaxing. But for a stand-up comedian, it's the show to do. And now I know I saw you in the movie Caddyshack.
That's right.
And of course, I've seen you on Dynasty 16.
Actually, Falcon Crest.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, then I want to see you. I want to see you on Dynasty. But it is Falcon Crest, that's right.
Well, let's see what we've got coming up here. Popeye the Sailor Man, direct from a visit to Japan, and he's 70 feet tall. Popeye, a favorite of both young and old, is sponsored by Orange County Transit District, also a favorite of young and old and anybody who wants to go places. Moving Popeye along and proudly showing their new logo are 25 employees who are in the people moving business every day.
Yeah, with those muscles, I'll bet Popeye could move a few people all by himself.
Did you know that Popeye made a visit along with Christmas ornament balloon to Osaka, Japan last year?
Sure. See, Popeye's ship went to Japan. My ship would never go to Japan. And Popeye also was a hit at the Mid-OCG on Parade. Popeye was created by Kemp Balloons of Glen Burnie, Maryland.
I think we have a guest here today.
We do? And who would that be?
I believe it's Mr. Donny Osmond.
You're kidding me.
And there
Donny
he is.
Osmond. Yes, it is.
I think we're going to bring you out here.
Yeah, well, look here. You know, now I see. Do you remember? I remember seeing Donny Osmond on TV when Donny was this big.
How are you? Who have you got with you today? Ah.
Brandon? Yeah. Oh, I think we have a microphone here for you, Donny. Let's see. How's that? Is it working all right? Good. This is Brandon. How old is Brandon, Donny? Ah, yeah, he has a microphone. There we go. We'll put this on, Donny.
Okay.
All right, we'll try this now.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're talking to Donny Osmond and his son Brandon.
I'm all wrapped up with the. Can you say your name?
Okay.
Say hi. How's everybody doing? Say hi. Say hi.
Donny, now you were about Brandon's age the first time you walked on stage.
No, I was about 4.
You were about 4? Oh, is that right?
I was about 2 years old. Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be done.
That's right.
How's the family, Donny?
Everybody's doing great.
Marie and all the brothers are doing terrific?
Everybody's doing fine.
I send you good wishes from your good friend Johnny Dark.
How's he doing?
Well, we were performing last night in the comedy club, and he said, I told him that we were going to see you, and he said, give Donny my best.
Well, you give him my best. You guys having fun?
We're having a terrific time.
Good.
How about you? Is Brandon enjoying the parade?
Yes, he... Oh, look, Brandon. Brandon, look at that.
See, this is a parade for children.
Look at that.
Look.
Matter of fact, somebody told me this is the fastest growing parade in the world right now. Yeah, over the past 4 years, it's the fastest growing parade.
I would believe that because, again, we were talking earlier, this is a parade for children. You know, coming up next is the Magnolia High School Sentinel Band, in color guard from Anaheim, California.
Christmas to everybody. Say Merry Christmas.
That's how Brandon says Merry Christmas. He waves his hand there, you know. The band is passing. The Magnolia band is passing. The Oh, it's great to see Donny Osmond. You know, I remember my daughter was such a fan of his. Here it is. We are proud to present our 1987 Toys on Parade International Grand Marshal, Orange County's favorite citizen besides you and me, of course.
Yes.
Mickey Mouse. Riding today with Mickey is his favorite electric car, is the official Disneyland ambassador, Kendra Howell. Mickey is celebrating his 59th birthday this year, and the Big 60 comes up next year with lots of fun and special activities to be held in honor of his birthday.
Now you're kidding. Mickey's going to be 60. He looks great.
Yeah, Mickey's going to be 60 years old. And just remember, you remembered him as a kid, so how old does that make us? You know, what about some of those other who are your favorite Disney characters?
Well, I'd have to say Goofy, Donald, and there's Donald and Minnie.
That's right. You know, riding in this beautiful flower-decked antique carriage are Mickey's friends, Minnie Mouse and Donald Duck. Minnie and Donald also traveled around the world with Mickey and the Disneyland ambassador, bringing the enchanting message of the Magic Kingdom to children of all ages and inviting them to visit Disneyland to enjoy the special magic there in the Magic Kingdom.
It's true, Tom. You're never too old to enjoy the Magic Kingdom and the special charm of Mickey Mouse and all of his friends.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boy, look at this.
Now that's the that's the Kramer High School Band.
Yes.
Featuring acrobatic clowns, ringmaster, flash flags, dazzling drill team dancers, unicycles. That's a lot of stuff. Jugglers, lion tamers, stupendous special effects, all performed to the magnificent music of circus.
This is their 4th appearance in Toys on Parade, and we applaud their outstanding special effects and showmanship.
Probably as loudly as they applauded at halftime for the Los Angeles Rams.
No, probably not. Welcome to the Kramer Junior High School Band. And listen to what they're playing. Jingle Bells.
Going to do a few bars for us, Tom?
I've hit a few bars. Maybe after this show I'll hit a few more, too.
Sounds to me like Jingle Bells.
Oh, Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Oh, yes, they're playing fire extinguishers on their shoulders.
They are. Look at that. Makes an interesting sound, don't you think?
Yes, look at this. That's amazing. Those are fire extinguishers.
Okay, 65 feet of ferocity and friendliness. That's what we've got in Al the alligator. Al is particularly friendly as he celebrates a jungle holiday with dozens of jungle friends and toys on parade.
These giant character balloons are so unique to the West Coast.
Yes, they are, and that's a bit mystifying because balloon parades such as Macy's are so popular on the East Coast.
Well, maybe it has to do with Kemp Balloons, the most prestigious of balloon makers being located on the East Coast.
Could be, but Big Al, as he's known to his friends, is well-traveled. He's traveled around the world and also appeared last year in Osaka, Japan's Midosuji Parade in October.
You know, I've heard Big Al was a big hit there. All right, I think we're going to go to commercial, Cindy, and come right back and have some more fun with these kids and toys on parade.
This scene, a free-flowing Orange County freeway, is becoming a thing of the past. At Orange County Transit District, we're doing our part to keep Orange County moving with countywide bus service and commuter network programs that provide personalized carpool, van pool, and bus pool matching. And for those short neighborhood trips, there's even Dial-A-Ride. Call 714-636-RIDE. OCTD. For people who want to go places.
At Del Taco, we have steak fajitas like everyone else. But we didn't stop there.
The Marines have always been known for saving the day. From Montezuma to Tripoli. From Quezon to Iwo Jima. But perhaps the most important day they've ever saved has been Christmas with Toys for Tots. This year, give a new unwrapped toy for Christmas and help the Marine Corps Reserve save the day again.
All right, Tom, marching into view now. Marching into view now, Tom, is another of our Tournament of Champions competing bands, the Arcadia High School Apache Marching Band from Arcadia, California. Under the direction of Tom Landis and drum major Derek Aberley, the 147 members of this group are performing their parade march.
Heading up the Tom Tom drill team in their Apache-themed costumes is head leader of Christine Sanchez. We'll see them later in the afternoon at Santa Ana Stadium and the continuation of the Tournament of Champions competition.
Now, who's going to be named the Southern California Grand Champion High School Marching Band? Glad I don't have to be involved with the judging.
Well, they say only a fraction of a point separates the bands in this competition.
I believe that.
You should attend the Tournament of Champions from noon until 9 p.m. and find out who will be named the Grand Champion. Where's our Goodyear blimp? Is our Goodyear blimp here?
Yes, it is.
Not yet?
It's up there.
Okay. Look at these beautiful girls. And then they showed the guys as soon as I said that.
Now, and the drum major. Now, have you ever done that?
No, and I've oftentimes thought that is a very difficult job, even though sometimes men look upon that as they'd rather be a halfback or a fullback than be a drum major.
It looks like it takes a lot of energy. Oh, that looks like such fun, doesn't it?
Yes. Those are the beautiful girls I was talking about.
Tom, did you know that our crowd here today is estimated at 300,000 people?
I was just going to say, I figured more like 278,976, but you say it is 300,000. Well,
now saluting the holidays of the Far East, this giant 45-foot-long dragon is decorated with straw flowers, pampas grass, cocoa sticks, oranges, and fresh orchids.
And look how the dragon's huge head moves up and down as it follows the rotating ball at the front of the float, just like the dragon dancers preceding the float. It's built by American Decorating. This beautiful float is presented by Quality Suites Hotel. This year marks the second year for Quality Suites as Toys on Parade's official hotel. Quality Suites feature 2-room suites at one low price. They provide luxury accommodations excellent for vacationers and relocating families, which we are.
or people who host parades.
That's right, yeah.
Quality Suites, the official hotel of Toys on Parade.
Yeah, when I say relocating, because I know that you came out from Chicago like I did.
That's right.
And Cindy, of course, you have been on Falcon Crest.
That's right.
As I said earlier, you tried to say Dynasty. You were not on Dynasty. You were on Falcon Crest.
I have something coming up this Tuesday. I'm going to be on Hunter.
That I knew. I read that somewhere.
Tuesday evening at 9 o'clock, and I also have an episode of a new show, Beverly Hills Buns, coming up.
Beverly Hills Buns. It's about a baseball team that can't hit home runs.
Actually, it's a spin-off of Hill Street Blues.
Which, of course, we all know originated in Chicago.
That's
that show came out of Chicago. And now, what's coming up now, Cindy?
Well, we've got scary lion dancers trailing after the dragon float. Also from the San Gabriel Valley Chinese Cultural Association, dancing in the rhythm to the musicians who are riding in the lantern at the back of the dragon float.
Isn't it wonderful to see these young people enjoying cultural traditions?
Have you ever wondered about the not-so-traditional custom of building a floral float?
No, I haven't, to tell you the truth.
Shall we take a look?
I don't know if we're going to do that, to tell you the truth. I think we're going to watch these kids run around in the streets.
Oh, look at that.
Now, you know, we used to call that when I was a kid a snake dance. In Harvey, Illinois, every now and then the students would, from my old high school, Thornton High School, would snake dance throughout the movie theaters. They would
have a little dragon like that.
No, we didn't have a dragon. See, that must have been where it came from. We didn't know it, but we were doing something that came, obviously, from thousands of years ago.
Oh, that looks great. You did this in high school?
Yeah, and it was, what do? We ended up getting in trouble.
Yes.
Because you weren't supposed to do it, but you'd hold each other's hands and run throughout the theater, you know.
Oh, that looks like fun. You know, the children today are having a wonderful time. You can see them waving. I remember when I watched parades when I was little, I'd always wave, hoping maybe somebody on the float would see me and wave back.
And wave back to you.
And then when they did, I felt so important. I'd go home and it would just feel great. It's great for all the kids. You can see them out here having a terrific time. And that's what this parade is for today, actually, is for the children.
Absolutely. You know, and that's, again, going back to what I've always disliked about parades, especially 4th of July parades, where the sirens would constantly go off. And the assumption was that children love it. And I don't see the children missing the sirens here today. You know?
Not at all. Not at all.
The wonderful thing about California, and as opposed to Chicago, is that we can sit here in this month of December and watch a parade go by on a sunny day.
Absolutely. Well, we almost didn't have a sunny day. We came that close. It's lovely weather today. We really have to thank the weatherman. I didn't think we'd get this.
Yeah, absolutely. But see, back in Chicago, on a day like this, if we had a parade on Michigan Avenue, it'd blow you right off of Michigan Avenue over to State Street, you know. This is Santa Ana,
lovely
California.
Santa Ana, California. And, of course, we have the Goodyear blimp providing us our pretty pictures today. There it is up there.
You know, whenever you see the Goodyear blimp, you always think of the Super Bowl, right? That's what I always think of. But here it is today in our wonderful Toys on Tots parade. And I want to tell you something. This is a guy, Cindy, I'm real proud of. This is Paul Gonzalez. He's the sports grand marshal and a big hero here in Santa Ana, California, all over California, all over America, because, as you know, he's a gold medal winner.
That's right.
Let's welcome a very interesting young man and an outstanding athlete, Paul Gonzalez, Olympic gold medalist, our sports grand marshal for the 1987 Sports on Parade.
Despite a broken hand, Gonzalez won the gold medal at the 1984 Olympics and also captured the prestigious Val Barker Cup as the most outstanding boxer of the Olympic Games, as he also won the Hearts of America when he presented his gold medal to his mother, Anna Gonzalez.
Yeah, you know, Paul now holds a title in the flyweight division of the North American Boxing Federation and believes, you know, that boxing is an art. And I have to tell you something, Cindy. I've watched him fight. My buddy Boom Boom Mancini and I went to see him fight several times, and he's an artful boxer.
Let's see what we have coming up here, Tom.
Well, marching smartly interview now is the Rubidoux, and I say that correctly, Rubidoux High School Delta Alliance Corps, representing the Jurupa Unified School District in Riverside, California. Okay, this outstanding musical unit won over 38 trophies last year in competition, marched in 3 major televised parades, and performed for the California Angel Games. The band consists of 150 members and is directed by Charles Gray. Band members, as you see, are wearing uniforms of black and white West Point cadet style, and color guard members wore the red and white. Let's listen to the musical offerings of the terrific Rubidoux Delta Alliance Corps. Hark the herald angels sing. I can make it.
Tom, the world famous Budweiser Clydesdales, ringing in the holiday season as they prance down the parade route, bringing their traditional brewery wagon.
Now, when you see the brewery wagon, don't you think Ed McMahon is going to be somewhere close by? Through the years, the spirited high-stepping team has become a legend and a living symbol of the Anheuser-Busch, the world's largest brewer. In 1922, August Busch Jr. hitched up a team of 8 of these huge horses to a bright red brewery wagon and presented it to his father.
Now, why's that?
Well, to tell you the truth, it was to celebrate the end of Prohibition. And do you know, today marks the day that Prohibition ended in 1933.
You're kidding.
With Utah being the last state to
Well, it sounds like August Jr. really knew how to party.
Now, every year, the Clydesdales travel some 40,000 miles, and they make more than 300 appearances. We want to thank the Straub Distributing, like Rusty Straub, distributing for their efforts in once again bringing this historical favorite to Toys on Parade.
Now, while we're on the subject of historical subjects, let's take a look at the history of Toys on Parade, shall we?
I don't know. I don't think we're going to look at the history of Toys on Parade at this moment. I think we're going to look at...
Probably
Merry Christmas because everybody's happy. Everyone likes to see everyone open their presents and go, wow. The whole family's together, and sometimes my grandma and some other relatives come for Christmas. And I like presents and caroling. So my mom told me that Santa Claus can't come to our house this year. I don't know why, but I wish he would.
The Marine Corps Reserve's Toys for Tots is the official charity of the 1987 Toys on Parade.
Listen closely, Cindy. Here comes the Los Altos Conquer Entertainment Unit from Hacienda Heights, California. This Los Altos Conquer Entertainment Unit is another of our Tournament of Champion competitors who are adding such excellent musical entertainment to our parade today. Don Gunderson directs this 259-member unit, which boasts of 180 band members, 16 dance team members, 28 tall flags, 8 rifles, and 25 percussionists. Drum majors for the group are Roman Arlano and Dan Duffy. Don't they look great in their red, white, and blue uniforms, Cindy?
Yes, they do, Tom. And now prancing into view are a group of outstanding Spanish and charro riders. Here are Mary and Jerry Fisher of Barstow, California. Mary's on her beautiful 10-year-old Arabian stallion named Venus Tosis and wearing an authentic hand-embroidered Mexican charro outfit with a contrasting sombrero.
Yeah, now, and riding in an authentic Escaramuza side saddle with matching bridle and bit, Mary's husband Jerry is riding a 4-year-old half Arabian, half quarter horse named Jermar. He, too, is wearing an authentic Mexican charro outfit with matched embroidery sombrero, bolero jacket, matching pants, and now this is what a Pochequina shirt, right? Is that how you say it?
I believe so, Tom. You're doing a great job.
Okay, now...
and who do we have here?
Oh, I think it's Francesca and Will Winter, our youngest equestrian participants in today's Toys on Parade. Both are dressed in Spanish costumes. Will is 12 years old, and he's riding his gallant steed Charger and wearing a colorful Spanish costume which illustrates what a young California don or gentleman from the 1850s might wear for an afternoon ride. Yeah.
Now, AT&T brings us the next outstanding float. It's a floral festoon plaza decorated with colorful piñatas. They're traditional larger-than-life party favors that have delighted Latin American children for centuries.
This float salutes holiday traditions in Mexico and Latin America, while the Olcatan mariachis provide a festive holiday atmosphere, which is overseen by 2 giant parrots decorated with straw flowers and other natural materials.
AT&T would like to take this time to invite their Spanish-speaking clients to call this toll-free number. The number is 1-800-235-0900 for information in Spanish on AT&T products and services. Call Servicio al Cliente en Español. Am I close, Tom?
I think it's close.
And here we are.
Okay, yeah. This snappy equestrian unit is the Palos Verdes Peninsula Peruvian Peso Horse Club. The Possibilities, under the direction of Marshals Howard Tuttle and Marna Pearson. They're wearing black pants, boots, white shirts and scarves, black hats, and bright blue ponchos, and have a Peruvian show tack. This group is the recipient of numerous awards and recognitions, including first place in Mounted Group Division of Burbank on Parade.
Welcome to your first appearance today in Toys on Parade. Now, Tom, speaking of recognition, let's go now to an interview with one of the primary people who've made this parade possible, Santa Ana's own Mayor Young.
Mayor Young.
Should be... Well,
you know what?
He may be back. He may be back later. I think we're having a little technical problem.
Yeah, the mayor right now. In fact, I think the mayor is riding one of those horses right now, and he will come back. Mayor, he's waving to us. Goodbye, Mayor.
Yeah.
No, there's the mayor.
Oh, look at that. He's having a good time there.
Yeah. See, once again, that's again what this parade is all about. That is so wonderful. It's for children, and what you find out. The children are in all ages, right?
Oh, that's right.
Tell the truth. Do you not love to go to Disneyland?
Absolutely, but I love to go with children because sometimes you forget how to have fun. You forget how. I don't know anybody but a child who will go on the teacup ride with me. I don't know. No adults will do this. I don't know why.
The teacup ride?
I love it.
All right, Cindy. It's a little bit too risky for me.
Now here comes the marching Sun Devils from Mount Carmel High School in San Diego with beautiful red, white, and gold uniforms. Tom Cole directs this group of 170 outstanding members, and Meredith Peltz is the drum major. Mount Carmel is competing in today's Tournament of Champions and is a very real contender, we're told, for the championship. They are the recipient of many awards and were named official California band by the Bicentennial Committee of the Constitution, representing the state of California in Philadelphia at the We the Parade.
All these wonderful marching bands.
Mount Carmel will also march in this year's Tournament of Roses parade. Now, I think we're going to listen to the strains of Solid to the Front by Sousa.
And what was his first name?
John.
And what was his middle name?
Philip.
All right, good.
What do I win, Tom?
Bendix Marshall. Let's listen to that.
And quarter horses is the White Horse Group from Saugus in Apple Valley, California, whose marshals are Richard Sauco and Bobby June Gilchrist. This group has participated in the Tournament of Roses Parade for the past 28 years and has collected numerous awards and honors. The riders are Richard and Pat Sauco, Delmar and Bobby June Gilchrist, and these are truly outstanding equestrians, 28 years in the Rose Parade. Welcome to Toys on Parade, and we hope that this is the beginning of another long tradition for you today.
Cindy, do you know who one of my favorite characters was as a little boy?
Who's that?
Woody Woodpecker.
There he is right there.
That's right. For a second year in Toys on Parade are two of our favorite characters from Universal Studios, Woody Woodpecker and Andy Panda, who are riding in one of our snazzy official BMW convertibles. How about that? Yuppie Woody and Andy.
Created by Walter Lantz, Woody and Andy are now in syndication around the world in 72 countries. They can be seen in comic books, toys, and cartoons.
Now, we just found out that how old Mickey was. Did you know that Woody is now 47 years old?
He looks great, Tom.
Doesn't he look terrific? Okay. And Andy will be celebrating his 50th birthday in just 2 years. Do they look great for their age, or don't they?
Yes, they do.
During the holidays, Andy and Woody spend many hours visiting children's hospitals and little children in the hospitals, bringing a little special holiday cheer. That's real nice.
And speaking of Toys on Parade, let's thank the Marines.
Yes, of course. The United States Marine Corps, who I think were one of the originators of Toys on Tots, and they're always very active and involved in this.
Now, happy 50th anniversary to our next musical unit, the Vista High School Band from Vista, California.
Yeah, the Vista Regimental Band and Pageantry Corps is under the direction of Ken Gamey, I believe. Bobby Willis is the field drum major. James Blassingame is the street drum major. Vista is also competing in the Tournament of Champions today. Their march music is Barnum and Bailey's Favorite by Carole King. And they are looking like favorites in their red and black uniforms. Bon voyage to Vista High School on their special tour of Scandinavia in June and July of 1988. I just realized that I was thanking the Marine Corps. As an ex-Navy man, I never thought I'd thank a Marine for anything, but I thank them for
Well, today's a good day to do that.
It is.
You having a good time here today, Tom?
Yeah, sure. Now that I had a mouthful of water when you asked me that question,
I did that deliberately, Tom. It's a gorgeous day today, too.
It is a gorgeous day. Let's take a look at this beautiful sky in Santa Ana, California.
Look at the balloon up there.
What a place to be. Santa Ana.
We're so lucky with this weather, don't you think?
Yes, absolutely.
I thought they'd be raining on our parade.
Had I not been here today at this wonderful parade, I've been playing golf. This is really a lot more fun. I would have lost a lot more money playing golf.
Salute to an international world of holidays. We, of course, cannot forget our own colors of red, white, and blue, depicted here in another of the huge helium balloons. This balloon signals the beginning of the Americana portion of our parade today, and a grand finale salute to the holidays, as we celebrate the magic of the holidays right here at home. You know, because we're such a great melting pot in America, our holiday magic is derived from customs of other lands.
You know, our celebrity guests are none other than that captivating 13-year-old Carl Steven, who plays Quigley, the friendly neighborhood genius in the NBC series Out of This World, and Brandon Call of the ABC series The Charmings. Happy holidays, Carl and Brandon. It's great to have you with us at Toys on Parade.
And here, of course, courtesy of Ralph's Giant Food Stores, Friends of the Community, is the favorite of all nursery rhymes, Mother Goose's Old Lady in the Shoe. There she is, being towed along the parade route by the little choo-choo that could, and the Giant Express. Riding on the float is Hector Perez, manager of the Giant store in Santa Ana and members of a Santa Ana Boy Scout troop. Ralph's Friends of the Community, Los Amigos de la Comunidad, are over 25 sponsors who have joined together to supply food to nonprofit agencies within the community. Welcome, Ralph's Giant, and thanks for being good community citizens.
That's right. And my daughter works at Ralph's. So
does she?
It's a wonderful organization. I know she'd want me to say that. It'll probably get her a promotion for saying that. You think so?
I'm sure it will.
Well, I didn't say her name, so they don't know who she is.
Looks like they're having a great time out there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at the flowers. I can't believe all the work that goes into all these floats. I mean, it must be just weeks and weeks of things going on.
You know, I wasn't joking before when I said I helped build a float. Back in Harvey, Illinois, we built a float one time for teenagers protesting against drugs. And it was all the teenagers of the community. And it was a wonderful experience working with the kids and building this float. It took us like 2 months.
Now, let's see. We have, following our storybook friends, is an outstanding musical unit also competing in the Tournament of Champions, the gigantic Poway High School Emerald Brigade. And a brigade it is. How many people do you think they have out there, Tom?
Let me count. I'd say about 279 marchers. How many?
I think it's more like 280.
280, I missed it. 240 band members,
right.
And 40 tall flags, and 28 percussionists. That's a big unit.
That's with some fast counting, too.
Look at the size of that band from overhead. Look how big that
huge.
is. Yes.
Let's see.
Poway aren't they the 1986 Southern California Marching Band champion?
That's right. In other words, last year's Tournament of Champion winners, vying to retain that title again this afternoon. Their uniforms of green, black, and silver contrast with their pageantry unit in white, black, and silver. Drum majors are Jeff Johnston and Matt Powers. Can't miss the sound of champions. Welcome and good luck to Poway High School.
Oh, yeah.
And now,
yeah, we see there's my guys, the U.S. Marine Reserve Toys for Tots Marching Unit. And what a better way to celebrate the holiday traditions of America than our salute to the 40th anniversary of our official charity, the United States Marine Corps Reserve Toys for Tots. Representing our local local Toys for Tots campaign are members of the United States Marine Corps Reserves from the Marine Aircraft Group 46 at El Toro Station in Santa Ana. On parade day, December 5th, beginning at 10 a.m., Marine reservists from El Toro Marine Aircraft Station are stationed along the parade route with barrels accepting unwrapped new toys for underprivileged children.
All toys collected by the reservists during the parade are distributed to Orange County certified relief agencies, charitable organizations. In 1986, over 50,000 toys were collected by this group. The toy train marching float carried by Marine reservists was created especially for the Toys for Tots program by Walt Disney, who donated it many years ago. The Disney folks have supported the program for many years and provide new Toys for Tots poster design each year. Following the Toys for Tots marching float is a squadron reserve from nearby El Toro. Toys for Tots is just one of the projects they undertake each year.
Cindy, did you know Toys for Tots started right in this area over 40 years ago?
I didn't know that.
Yes, right. Now, what have we got here? This must be the tallest float in today's Toys on Tots parade, a Jingle Bear Christmas, presented by the Broadway traditional Christmas wreaths and poinsettias. They comprise the base of the float, designed and built by American Decorating. Riding on the float is Jingle Bear, the Broadway's mascot of goodwill and his keeper. Atop the 35-foot-high Christmas tree, which is decorated with dozens of Jingle Bears, is 5-foot-high animated Jingle Bear, saluting the parade's official charity, Toys for Tots.
And speaking of Toys for Tots, here's the Toys for Tots founder, Colonel William L. Hendricks. There he is right there.
How you doing, Colonel?
That was a nice salute there.
Yeah, well, he saw me. I was saluting to him there.
You know, Tom, all the cuddly Jingle Bears that you see on the tree will be donated to Toys for Tots following today's parade. That's terrific. There he goes.
The Colonel. You know, from the back, he looks a little like Colonel Sanders, doesn't he? No, it's Colonel Hendricks. Now I see the front. It is Colonel Hendricks.
Let's see. You know that the Jingle Bears is celebrity guest Tom Hatton, I believe, was with the Jingle Bear float. Did you know that?
I think he's the host of KTLA's top-rated weekend showcase Family Film Festival.
Of course, he didn't make it today, Tom Hatton. But if he were, that's exactly where he would be.
Well, Tom, if you're watching, why aren't you here?
William McDonald's might be there of the Broadway stores. And now we hear the music of our honor band, the Santa Ana Winds from Santa Ana, California. This group of young people is totally made up of volunteers and was formed in 1971 by director Bob Ward. Members range in age from 14 to 21, and they've all traveled from all over the nation as the official goodwill ambassadors to the city of Santa Ana. The 150-member band is an affiliate club of Santa Ana Tustin YMCA and has also received support from the city of Santa Ana. The Santa Ana Winds have won numerous awards for their performances, including a recent first place in the National Independence Day Parade in Washington, D.C.
Welcome to our Goodwill Ambassadors, the Santa Ana Winds. Cindy, I'm having a time of my life. We're going to break for a commercial just for a moment. We're going to come back with more of this wonderful parade.
See, seconds and minutes can make the difference between life and death. Your decisive, quick, and proper action can save a life. The Survival Guide section of your Pacific Bell White Pages contains emergency and first aid information that will help you know what to do until trained medical help is available. Being prepared for an emergency before it happens may save your life or the life of someone you love.
Del Taco's dinners. They're perfectly balanced meals.
This butterfly, the bay checker spot, is nearly extinct. This is one of only 4 places on Earth it calls home. Fortunately, land here has been set aside for generations of bay checker spots to come. What sort of wildlife preserve is this? Part of a scientifically managed sanitary landfill developed by Waste Management.
To supply food to nonprofit agencies within the community. Welcome, Ralph's Giant, and thanks for being good community citizens.
That's right. And my daughter works at Ralph's. So
Does she?
It's a wonderful organization. I know she'd want me to say that. It'll probably get her a promotion for saying that. You think so?
I'm sure it will.
Well, I didn't say her name, so they don't know who she is.
Looks like they're having a great time out there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look at the flowers. I can't believe all the work that goes into all these floats. I mean, it must be just weeks and weeks of All right, now, Tom, we're enjoying the sounds of your traditional Christmas carols sung by the Victorian carolers. This group of 12 volunteers organized this choir especially to sing in today's Toys on Parade. Founders Diane Taylor and Joe Mazet have participated in the parade since its inception.
Okay, now this is the Mater Dei High School Band, and our outstanding band is our very own Mater Dei High School Marching Monarchs Pageantry Corps from Santa Ana, California, under the direction of Mike Corrigan. The drum major is Mike Del Orfano. This 155-member group is competing in the Tournament of Champions today, which has been organized and manned with the assistance of their band booster club. I'm sure that's what it is. Mater Dei, I think, which means Mother of God.
I believe so, Tom.
Yes, if you know your Latin. Is the largest coeducational Catholic high school in the West, and the pageantry corps have performed throughout the western United States, Canada, and Europe, with appearances in Tournament of Roses Parade, the Calgary Stampede, and a special performance in 1986 for Pope John Paul in St. Peter's Square. They made a 3-week tour of Europe this past summer, performing in numerous cities. Welcome to Toys on Parade, Mater Dei High School Marching Monarchs.
Looks like they're having a great time.
I went to Catholic school. I think I told you that.
So did I.
Oh, yes. Where did you go on the north side of Chicago?
Mother Theodore Guerin High School for girls.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
I went on the south side to a school called Ascension Grade School, and was an altar boy. And were you going to be a nun?
I was thinking about it, and instead I became an actress. A little stretch away.
Well, some of the nuns I went to school with could have been wonderful actresses.
Now, Tom, I think the excitement's mounting over here because somebody's coming up, kids. That magical moment that everybody's been waiting for. The arrival of that very special elf. Who's that?
Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes
to cast a special magic on the holiday festivities. Symbolizing this magic, the grand old elf Santa Claus, led by his tiny reindeer, of course, descends upon a Victorian rooftop while children, in their anticipation, lean out of windows to catch a glimpse. There he is.
Yeah, Santa, I never got half the things you promised me I'd get.
Well, have you been naughty or nice, Tom? I think that's the question. Santa's sleigh, which is suspended in midair, is surrounded with silver festooned cocoa sticks, dripping with white orchids representing the stars of a holiday sky. The float was designed and built by American Decorating of Azusa, California. A magic moment for Santa Ana in 1987 was the opening of the Main Place Santa Ana, a beautiful new shopping mall in the heart of Santa Ana. And Santa Claus is brought to us today from Main Place in Santa Ana.
All of the holiday decorating in Main Place center around the Toys on Parade theme. With flying balloon ornaments, stuffed animals, and Santa Claus meeting with children riding in his toys on parade float in the center of Main Place Mall. Okay, now what have we got coming here?
Well, following
some very important people.
I'm sorry?
Some very important people
Absolutely. Here comes Santa's elves, which happen to be postal workers. To collect letters from Santa, kids out there, be sure you give those letters to the carriers so that Santa can send his personal letter back to you.
Our thanks to the U.S. Postal Service workers for helping Santa today. Now, does this mean I won't get any mail when I go home today because they're all out here? Right?
Probably. No. And I think that's just about it. You see some people following along there, the people picking up their chairs and the kids getting ready to go home. I think it was a terrific parade. Everybody looks really happy. Some good looks on those faces. Did you have a good time today, Tom?
I had a wonderful time, Cindy. What's the saddest thing in a child's life? The parade's over.
I know.
Don't you always, when you were a little kid, didn't you always wish the parade could go on and on?
I know, and I wish that today. I had a very good time. Thank you very much.
Well, I had a terrific time. Thank you, Cindy, because this was one of those spur-of-the-moment things. They said, get us 2 delightful people, and they found one, you, and the other was But this was such a terrific time, and to think that this is I think it's their 4th annual Toys on Tots parade. This will come back again next year, and I predict that this will become one of the biggest parades in all of the land because it is truly for children. It's a joyous day for children.
It is. It's terrific that there would be such a great cause. I mean, children participating in a children's event.
We're gonna break for commercial and come right back with the close of this wonderful Toys on Tots parade. Please stay tuned.
The Marines have always been known for saving the day, from Montezuma to Tripoli, from Quezon to Iwo Jima. But perhaps the most important day they've ever saved has been Christmas with Toys for Tots. This year, give a new unwrapped toy for Christmas and help the Marine Corps Reserve save the day again.
At Del Taco, we have steak fajitas like everyone else. But we didn't stop there.
Tom, I want to look back just for a minute because there was a great float that came by. It passed our cameras. It was a 20-foot high Montgolfier-style hot air balloon, releasing thousands of rainbow-colored balloons. It was a great sight. This balloon symbolized around-the-world influence of the United Way, now in its centennial year, and the international theme of today's parade.
Yeah, you know, riders of the Pacific Bell float. Riders were all a bunch of wonderful people that were with it, but it was sponsored by Pacific Bell, and a wonderful float it was. This, you know, in the background, the International Children's Choir is singing behind us. Those are like the kids you see when you go to Disneyland, and they're singing "Let There Be Peace on Earth."
What a terrific sight! You can see people in the street, the children getting ready to go home, but they're stopping in front of that stand there. Oh, that's terrific. That's just great.
The Goodyear blimp, Columbia, provided all these wonderful overhead pictures today, and it's up there again.
We're lucky we had such a wonderful day.
Yeah, we are. We had just a terrific day today. The kids singing in the background. The parade is ending. People are now walking around shaking hands. And the kids singing, "Let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me." You sort of get that peaceful feeling after a parade.
Yes, you do. Absolutely do. It's been great working with you today. It's nice to see another Chicago, and lucky to be here in this California weather.
Well, there's more Chicagoans out here than there are Californians.
I think so.
Soon they're going to name this Chicago, Illinois, I think.
I think so. Yeah. I think so.
But it is terrific to be in sunny California in December, because if we were in Chicago right now, we'd be inside. We wouldn't be outside. You know?
I know. I was just there for Thanksgiving, and it's much, much too cold. Got your Christmas shopping done?
Yes, I have. I've got most of it done, but I've got a little bit more to go. I'm going on the road next week to Chicago, so I'll be doing some Christmas shopping for my family back in Chicago.
Well, this parade finally put me in the spirit of it. I'll tell you that. Just looking around, seeing the floats and hearing the bands and the Christmas music and seeing the children, I think.
Absolutely. Cindy, Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas, Tom.
And Merry Christmas to all of you. Thanks for joining Cindy Morgan and Tom Dreesen and this wonderful Toys on Tots parade.